Hey, welcome to the wood shop. So today I want to talk to you about wood finishing. When I retired 2 or 3 years ago after being away from woodworking for 30 years, was in the corporate world, got out, retired, wanted to get back into woodworking. You know, like a natural woodworker, the first thing I did was go to YouTube to find out what's changed in the last 30 years. All I read about was, or saw, all I saw on YouTube mostly was Rubio Monocoat. It was the next second coming. So I had to buy Rubio Monocoat. I used it for 2 or 3 months, strictly just Rubio Monocoat. It comes in 2 pieces. This is the accelerator. In another can, I don't have another can, but it comes in a can like this, which is I bought the Pure, which is just a clear Rubio, and used it. And then I came across a video featuring Odie's oil. I had never tried Odie's oil. I've never heard of it. The first one I bought was the original Odie's oil. Used it. What I liked about it was a 1-coat finish. You could put 2 coats. I think second coat may add a little sheen to it. You could put the wood butter on it also. And that might add a little bit of sheen. What I didn't like about Rubio Monocoat is you had to leave it at 150 grit sanding. That's all you could go. They didn't want you to go any more than that because it's got to soak in and bond with those fibers of the wood. With Odie's, you can go up to 1200, 2000, whatever you want. Now I'm going to show you some footage. One of the planks I did on the right is Odie's oil. On the left is Rubio Monocoat. Rubio Monocoat was sanded. I think I went to 180 on this one, a little bit more. And the Odie's oil, I went to 400 grit. And it's just all the different. When you're building furniture, you want something to look nice. I don't think 150 or 180 is enough. I'd like to go a little bit higher, 220, even up to 400 like I did with the Odie's. And you can tell the difference in the sheen. I'll roll the footage. Like I said, the one on the right is the Odie's oil. The one on the left is a Rubio Monocoat. And you can just tell the difference. Now, a lot of that, I think, is because of the sanding. I'm going from 400 versus 180. But you can look at the sheen difference between the two. And both of these just have 1 coat on them. And, you know, they call it Rubio Monocoat, but from what I've seen, when you're using walnut or any wood like that where some of the grain is kind of porous, you have to use 2 coats. So it's 2 coats you have to use. I only put 1 coat on this one, but you can see a huge difference. Now, after seeing all those videos, I started doing a little bit more research on Odie's. And I don't know if those guys that are touting Rubio Monocoat so much on YouTube are paid, or they sponsored, I don't know. But I don't see it, I don't get it. You saw the film of the two. And I mean, Odie's blows it out of the water. So why would you go with something that's dull? Even though it's called Monocoat, it's not Monocoat. I think you have to do 2 coats on everything. I even built a cherry table and I went 2 coats just to get a little bit more sheen. Now I just received the Super Duper oil, and these are a lot thinner. And I bought some color. They make colors that are a powdered form. You just mix a little bit of the powder with this and it stains the wood. So I'm going to try that out and see if that works. I've used the Odie's Dark. Honestly, I don't see that much difference between the Odie's Dark and the regular Odie's oil. I just don't see that much of a difference. Now, some people say it darkens more with time. I don't know how that could be, but maybe so. But I just use the original. I've got some dark I'll use sometimes. If I've got walnut, I might as well put it on there. I use this super penetrating oil. This is a little bit less expensive. It comes in a 32-ounce jar. And whenever I do large tabletops, on the back side of the tabletop, I'll use this penetrating oil just to make sure it's sealed where I don't get any cupping or any movement because one side's sealed and one side's not. So I use this on the back of it. And on the top and sides, I'll go with the original Odie's oil. Haven't had any problem, and every one of my tables have turned out perfect finish-wise with the Odie's. So, you know what? Check it out and see for yourself. I mean, it's worth it to get one of these. Now, with the Rubio, it's very expensive. I tell you, this right here will last hundreds of square feet. With that Rubio, I don't even think it would last a quarter of what this jar lasts, because you use very, very little product with the Odie's oil. I mean, you wipe it on very thin, you rub it in the grain really good so it gets in the grain, and then you wipe it off, and you have to wipe every bit of it off, because what's in the grain is what's going to give you the finish. So it may be expensive. I'll put a link in the description, but I'll also show pictures up here of both of them. They're around the same price, but this will last you 2 or 3 times longer. Or this will provide 2 or 3 times more coverage. So it's worth it to take a look at it. I mean, and I'm not sponsored by Odie's. I'm not paid by Odie's. I'm just telling you my experience using Rubio Monocoat. I wouldn't believe everything you hear on YouTube. I wouldn't believe everything you hear on YouTube about any subject. Not only Rubio, but there's a lot of things I don't listen to, because you never know who's getting sponsored, who's getting paid, and you know, is it a real true review? So that's it. I'm gonna leave you with that. Check out the Odie's oil. See you later.